All
We call her.
righty then. So we are back after a bit of a hiatus. Welcome back, everybody. Just a refresher on the last few sessions before we took our break. You all were invited to a banquet with the Princess Avaleria, at which she revealed she's onto you. She knows that you know what she knows that you know. She killed off your, call him NPC henchman employee Bleed, who you had hired on your journey from Citrania to Shigalia, remembering my terms as well, but has killed off Bleed for poking his nose around where it didn't belong as a way to grab your attention. Well, she succeeded, grabbed, and perhaps a bit too much of it, as the party opted to engage in combat within the princess's own home. After falling to a princess, her guards, and a dragon at her beck and call, 3 of you were imprisoned in the castle dungeon while Buck and Seymour made their escape. As the party was split, initially Buck and Zane argued on the best course of action for rescue, while Seymour snuck around the castle and absconded with the Princess Mayuri as a potential bargaining chip / for her own safekeeping. The 3 other party members, Desto, Bobby Joe, and Sledge, were tortured and given scars and memories that will take some time to shake. But I think it is fair to recap that the seed was planted that perhaps not everything was exactly as they thought it was, and that perhaps they should have asked a few more questions and taken in a few more details about things that people said. From there, Berthuni popped up in the middle of an argument between Seymour, Buck, Zane, Mayuri, and said, I have a way to help. Some Deus Ex Machina action, as Berthuni has built robots, mech suits, that you all utilized in order to break in under the castle, tunneling your way into the dungeon. You fought with, I'm blanking on the name of the torturer, and I'm not seeing it in my notes immediately. Can someone help me out with that?
Lacrum. Lacarum.
Very much. AKA Dickhead. But Lacarum. You fought Lacarum and some more guards as you made your triumphant escape, all in mech suits, and then tunneled your way back to Berthuni's laboratory. You made discussions on what the plans were from here, and then walked to the other end of the laboratory, where Berthuni has been working on a giant, I think she calls it an apparatus. This giant lobster-looking metal construct that she intended for you all to leave here in. Well, before you could leave, you were under attack yet again. Your, 4th such attack without so much as a short rest?
Mm-hmm.
Or I believe, no, you had a short rest before this, but you have not long rested in about 4 battles. So you fought these demonic creatures, were able to hold them back and push them back and defeat them, and were able to all enter the mechanical lobster, at which point the floor of the laboratory gave way to the sky below. As you all remember, New Spectria is a floating city. So you are miles up into the air. You dropped into the sky as a house remix of Freebird played, and you all glided to the ocean, plunged yourself under the waters, and now find yourself in a submarine. A mechanical lobster of a submarine swimming your way to the dwarven kingdom of Carnelia, where you hope to find refuge, hope to find rest, hope to find potential allies, as you have now made yourselves the primary enemies of the newly militarized elven kingdom of Shugalia. How on earth are you going to fight a woman that commands dragons and an army with just the 5 of you? So we are going to pick up the session as you all rest on the submarine. You have leveled up to level 13, and I am sure there is plenty the party would like to catch up on, discuss, plan for the future. And so I am just going to throw us into a scene. As the lobster swims forward, you see a window that gives you about a 90-degree view of the ocean. It's not a full 180-degree, but you get a nice little port into the ocean ahead of you. You are in the depths, and so there is not too much in front of you other than just cold, dark water. There is a conference table in this sort of like command deck of the lobster. And if you go further into the abdomen and tail of the lobster, there are a few rooms that are now being commandeered as bedrooms, as well as some stores and rations that will hopefully tide you to Carnelia. As for where you all are on the ship, I will leave that up to you to determine. But Berthuni is piloting at the moment and giving all of you a much-needed, well-earned chance for rest, as it is final housekeeping. It is the 5 of our party, so Bobby Joe, Desto, Sledge, Seymour, and Buck, along with Mayuri, Zane, and Berthuni piloting the ship. So, turning it over to the party. Where are you all mentally, physically, spiritually?
Just a quick question. So this is like, it's like a kind of an extended RV, right? Like it's pretty close quarters. It's not like it's like, oh, I can be like huge distance away. It's like, all right, we're all pretty piled in this
like
thing,
all
right?
stacked on top of each other, right?
This is, I would say, not that any of us have any experience with this, but like a medium-sized private plane. It is not like a 2-wing or like a 2-seater Cessna, like small private plane. You've got room to roam out the cabin a little bit, but this is not the Starship Enterprise either.
Gotcha. That's what I was making sure. I was like, all right, so this is like, we've got the whole command deck, and then right behind it is the kitchen and lounge, and then 3 bedrooms and a bathroom and a storage room.
I am not speaking from experience here, but from what I've seen on the Hunt for Red October, imagine the tight, cramped quarters of that type of submarine.
Gotcha.
So, am I hunched as I'm like to stand up? Am I like hunched over?
You can squeeze,
I
Buck.
think
You always
right
have,
at
always
the-
can.
No, I can, but like that doesn't mean that I'm not still 7.5 feet tall. So I still
think
have to go
at
like
the
that.
tallest point of the lobster, right? Because it's a curved spine. At the tallest point, you are able to stand fully up. If you move anywhere to the port or starboard side, you begin having to hunch your shoulders.
Ooh.
Can I ask a dumb question because I don't remember?
That's okay. Go for it. It's been a long layover.
Port is the right and starboard is the left, or am I wrong?
Backwards.
Other way around.
Damn it.
But that was you were close. That's fine.
No, that's good. That is
The
what that
easy
means.
way I
Said you were
remember.
close.
The easy way I remember is port is 4 letters, and so is left.
Oh, that's a good one. I kept thinking port are right. But I was wrong.
Fair.
I would have said the same thing.
Sledge is pretty.
So I'm
not
just gonna be all by myself in a room with my thoughts and be like nobody around. I picture us like being in this thing for probably like an hour or two after everything happened, and we're all just kind of decompressing. And I feel like Seymour would have picked up like a deck of cards that's sitting around and just been like,
Don't say that word in a sub.
deck
I
of
know
cards.
that before we ended last session, I had asked Berthuni to show me how to pilot it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you sit beside Rathuni as she is showing you how to drive it. I will pull up how exactly that works, but in the meantime, we'll say that you spend, call it a few hours with her, and you can give yourself a vehicle proficiency if you don't already have
Okay.
it.
Cool.
And I'll work on pulling
I would have pulled out a deck of cards and been like kind of playing something out, and then I would imagine that Mayuri, just based off of her personality, would have been like, "Ooh, game." I know that we just had a huge character development moment for me about maturing, but also I'm still who I am. So she would be entertained by the cards, and I'd probably be teaching her some sort of version of like a poker game or something, and just like playing out, just trying to get her mind and my mind off of basically everything that just happened.
Gotcha.
I would wait until later, obviously, after I did learn how to pilot and everything, and then when I get a chance, I want to talk with Seymour about kind of what happened when we were being interrogated. But when after I learned to pilot and everything, give some time just for like us to kind of decompress from what happened.
Sure. All right. I'm sorry.
If nobody else has,
Yeah, go for it, Buck.
how dare you? I would like to find my friends who were imprisoned. Keeping very clear of Zane, which I think would be hard, as he is, I'm sure, like attached to Bobby Joe's hip the entire time. But I would like to just check on everybody to make sure that they're okay.
Real life enactment of Bobby Joe and Zane right now.
Yep.
Feel wine in a minute.
Yeah, you check on the party,
Yeah.
and I will leave it up to you all to determine or share how like that experience went for you all. I believe we'll go ahead and let you all begin the process or recognize on your character sheet that you have taken a long rest in addition to your level up. Jimmy, I just sent you how the 10 different levers work at the front. And then I will look at Kayla's or Bobby Joe's character sheet.
Oh
next.
my gosh. This is so in depth and I love it.
It is. That's why I was nervous that I did something wrong.
No, you're good. I'll take a look, but yeah, in the meantime, you're catching up on what all happened. Adesto is at the right hand of the pilot right now. Seymour is engaged in a 2-person game of poker with Mayuri. So,
That sounds intense.
I would say that when Buck like comes around once he gets to me, I would just tell him just like, yeah, we're okay. I think we pissed the guy off enough that like we didn't get tortured that much. That was kind of fun, honestly. But
offended.
I mean, I know my head got shaved a little bit, but
I was
could
going
have
to
been a
ask.
lot worse. He wasn't going to stop, so I knew you'd come back for us.
DM, how bad does the head shave actually look?
Yeah, as a reminder, part of Desto's torture
Just right down the
in this
middle.
dungeon was his head getting shaved. I think it was a contest between him and Sledge on who would get the shave, and Desto lost. But you see that Desto's crow-like Kenku head has a line down the center of it. One side still having feathers, the other is completely shaven, and you just see the like gray, slightly wrinkled skin of a naked bird head.
Oh no!
I'm gonna say to
like,
Bach, just like, does
bad.
it look cool? Does it look cool?
Does it look cool?
I will leave that up for your mind's eyes of whether or not you think it looks cool. I envisioned it sort of like when you see Darth Vader with his mask off.
You son of a bitch, Tyler.
That's
I'm like,
bird.
yeah. Does it at least look menacing?
It looks like something.
If by menacing,
I wasn't
you
asking
mean,
you.
if by menacing you mean the potential for scaring young children as you are going down the street, yes, very much so. Do you still have your hood?
Just children?
Maybe
I don't have my
maybe
hood.
some old lady.
I wish I had it.
Um,
I don't have any of my cool items.
Does our sending
I
stones?
just have this stupid stick with this.
Do our sending
shit on it.
stones act like cell phones? Do they have cameras?
No, they do
Damn it.
not. Sorry.
We
just-
established that early, I think,
Weird.
because I feel like we asked that. Because I was like, oh, can I show him what it is? And they're like, no, we have to describe it. And I was like, okay.
Damn it!
all right, I reach into my bag and I find some clothes because I feel like with all of the shit that we've gotten, like, yeah, I've got some traveler's clothes, so I'd imagine that would have like a kind of like a cloak and a hood.
Yeah.
DM, you can tell me if that's not the case.
As fun as it would
But,
be to tell
I
you
will
you're
give it-
wrong, but no, you're good.
Okay, because I have it here in my inventory.
Yeah,
but I will give him the cloak that's in there, and yeah. So you
So I should wear
you
this
are
all the
missing. For the time being, I would say that that
Oh, shit.
probably might be good.
This is all Sludge's fault, honestly.
It's true.
He didn't want to get shaved.
Well, what
Well-
self-respecting dwarf would want to?
What
I've heard
self-respecting
that,
bird would want to?
that dwarves
You know
use
what?
their magic.
We played a
when they get
game.
shaved.
I lost fair and square. It's
Is
only
this
right.
true? Or only old wives' tale? You
Wait,
lose
you guys-
you lose power when you get
You
shaved.
guys played games while you were getting tortured?
We played several games. Yeah, it was a weird. Actually, we got to talk about something. Me and you.
Oh. All right. I will go. Here, have a cookie. And yeah, we are cool. And if you want to not wear hood around me, that's fine. But maybe for the foreseeable future, just keep hood up a little bit.
Like as you go to walk away, I'm gonna stop you really quick. Just like, seriously, thank you guys.
It was touch and go there for a little bit. I didn't lose faith, but I was scared for all of us. But luckily I had some help. Even if that help could potentially use a little bit more common sense training. I stare directly at Zane. Maybe
Well-
don't ready fire aim next time, but I do appreciate his what is Elvish word for it? Moxie.
Ready,
Well,
fire,
A
aim,
goblin
huh?
word, chutzpah.
You're
Hiccup
lecturing
society.
somebody on ready, fire, aim, huh?
All right, if we want to have this conversation in front of everybody else, we can do this again. I you know what? I feel rested. I'm healed. I'll. You won't punch me so easily next time.
He punched you.
Yeah. And I almost got in a fight with Zane.
The
Buck
end
was
result
very-
was you guys saved our lives. So all bullshit aside, I think we can table that for another time.
Well, there's table
You see
right
that Seymour was about to say something, and you said we'll table it for later. I'm like, probably right.
Oh no, there is table
Seymour.
here. We can have conversations right now.
Seymour, if I could talk with you for a minute in private, when you get a chance. And I'm gonna kind of just like go over towards the quarters and like stand by.
I kind of like look at my Ori a bit, and be like, kind of just give her the look that I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get up. Like,
That's fine. I am almost gonna figure this game out, because I would like some rations back, and I feel like I'm very much in the hole right now.
they say the best way to learn something is to teach somebody else. Why don't you try teaching Zane? Talking through it might help you out a little bit.
All right, Dragon, come over here and lose some food.
And I get up and I start to head
You'll
over
step
towards
off.
like one of the back rooms.
Checking in with first Sledge and then Bobby Joe on what you guys are up to in this moment.
I'm just kind of sticking by myself and fiddling with stuff, trying to keep my mind off the fact that we're underwater, many leagues.
Okay, tell me a little bit about like what you're fiddling with. Like, what are we? And you're nervous about being underwater?
Yeah, I don't like water, man.
Okay.
You don't like the fucking sky. You don't like the water.
He only likes rocks.
Okay, that's fine. I wanted to let's dig into that a little bit, AJ. What's going on?
I'm
With Sledge
I'm
right
gonna
now?
be finagling with the razor that we got, and I'm actually gonna cast, if I have the chance to, identify on it.
You're gonna cast Identify on the razor.
Yep.
All right. You
Clearly
hear
never shaved.
the you hear the like whooshing sound of magic around you. All right. Yes, the Identify spell is here and ready for use. All right. We're looking at this razor, which is silver and made by dwarven craftsmanship.
And
And you hear the spell just like it's sharp.
what it's able to cut into desto, right? That like in a magical way. Like, what does it?
Now, what do you mean magical? It's a blade, which I believe all blades are able to hurt your friend at the moment. Correct?
I thought this was like unhealable or something like that. Were we wrong? I thought that's what was said by LaCaren.
Okay. I, as a DM, may have forgotten that detail, if that's true.
I
But-
thought
I think he's right. Yeah.
Jimmy, wasn't that the thing? Was you
I
got?
think he's right.
That's why that like shave is like a permanent thing, and luckily we got it off you, or they stopped it.
That's the impression I was under, but I don't.
That was the reason I snatched it up.
Sure.
I will go back and check my notes on that.
Yeah.
I don't remember saying that it was a permanent effect, but that doesn't mean that I didn't say it, as we've noted a couple of times. It's been almost 2 months. So I will check my notes on that and confirm, but I believe as of right now, this is just a finely made, certainly fitting for someone of Lacarum station, but it's just a razor.
Well, that's unacceptable, spell. I've been looking forward to this moment for months. There, Mr. Identify.
I'm certainly very sorry. I will consult my archives and get back to you.
Cool. It's a razor. Q.
Yes.
Cute.
And
All right,
is there
I'm gonna put it in
anything
my
else
pocket.
you would wish
In,
to identify?
Identify where the disappointment comes from.
yeah. Yeah. Nah. Your services are no longer required there, Mister Identify.
I shall return if I find anything additional in my studies. My apologies.
Yep, we'll just ring a ling ding on me, and I'll answer. Carry on info.
All right. And the identify spell dissipates. Sorry that I don't have better information.
No,
here.
it's not your fault.
And then Bobby Joe, we'll check in with you.
Joe is the opposite of Sledge. She actually finds the water very calming.
Okay,
So I feel like it's helping at the moment.
that's good.
And she's still very quiet, but like when Mayuri asked Zane to go over there, even if he hesitated, she was like, go, it's fine. And I feel like she's just kind of like sitting with her back against like the edge of whatever it is. The lobster?
The lobster is what we're calling it for right now.
And she's just kind of listening to the water.
Okay. Yeah, you just hear like the deep hum of the sea. It is not waves crashing against it. It is, you feel the current moving outside you, but you also know that you are part of that current. The lobster is, albeit probably a little slowly, making its way forward, cutting through the water. And you just hear, the like dull rush of water pushing beside you. But there's so much of it that it's hard to hear any sort of anything other than a hum.
Which I love. I love that. It's like when you put the fan on when you go to sleep at night.
Okay. Bobby Joe just is feeling at peace that maybe this is some white noise to bring her some rest. I think, given that you are alone, I will also ask you to make a con saving throw.
Oh god. Why?
And ask if you would like to fail.
I don't know. Do I want to fail?
You feel your eyelids getting heavy.
Oh no. No, I don't
Okay.
want to fail.
All right, then
I'm
go ahead and roll the
afraid of
con save.
Oh.
You're gonna fail.
Probably.
I think you want to fail.
No. Why is it? Okay. Nope. I want to roll. Please. Thank you.
She's gonna have another nightmare if she fails.
9.
Oh,
She don't want to fail.
Oh, uh-oh.
Is she gonna?
You feel like you're
Nightmare.
holding off for just an hour or two, but you will need to fall asleep very soon.
Oh Lord.
Am I cursed with nightmares forever, or was it just while we were in the room?
I suppose you'll find out.
Ah,
I don't think we'd get that lucky.
But I am now going to, as Bobby Joe starts to begin the slow dance of a nodding head that bobbles up and down, we will cut over to Desto and Seymour as they stand outside the admittedly small and cramped tail side of the ship, which is the party's sleeping quarters.
I'm gonna just like make sure that the main person I don't want to hear is Mayuri, so I'm just gonna make sure that she's like playing cards with Zane and everything and not listening.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Okay. Where is my? There it is. I'm gonna use one of my recalls to re-roll that
Okay.
because I rolled a nat 1. 28.
All right. You look over. She had kind of like followed the two of you with her eyes. but upon seeing you look back at her, turns her attention, and you feel confident that at this distance, she's not going to be able to overhear you, as long as voices are not raised too highly.
First off, thank you for saving us. I had faith that you guys were going